Alrighty, hello ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lucas Halbert. I'm on the mic tonight for the PureMaX Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micro Series presented by EMI. Mr. Kenny Suter is on the camera. We're here at Coles County Speedway for night number 2 of the Illini Non-Wing Challenge. It's $1,000 to win. Currently, hot laps just now kicked off. We're getting about an hour longer start than we expected. But we are here at Coles County Speedway right outside of Mattoon, Illinois. A-class cars are on the track right now for their hot lap session. And that'll do it for group number 1 of the A-Class wing cars. Right there in that group. And the 25R from Xenia, Illinois, it's Nathan Rector. And the 88, Billy Lieb from Hammond. It's Braden Warren, and the 10 from Bradford, Tennessee. And also in that group, it'll be Hunter Walker from Decatur, Illinois. So that'll do it for group number 1 of the A-Class wing micros. So group 1 is off the track, and here in just a moment we're going to bring out group number 2. And the 99 from Kokomo, Indiana, that'll be Cole Kirkman. And the 7K from Lawson, Missouri, the G-Force chassis, the only one out here tonight. That's Kenton Brewer. And the 71, the Wigs Excavating 71 from Benton, Illinois. The 2021 Tulsa Shootout Restrictor champion, that's Jackson Wiggs in the 71. And the 17S, that's Brody Strong. And the 25B, that's Chevy Boyer. So those are all of your cars tonight in the Outlaw and the A-Class wing. Green flag is out. To the A-Class wing cars. Brody Strong, he's on the scales right now in the 17S. Brody last year ran Restrictor and made the move this year to the A-Class. A little bit higher powered cars. You just take off the Restrictor plate, but the motor is still stock. Like I mentioned, Jackson Wiggs, the 2021 Restrictor Tulsa Shootout champion. Jackson, he's also running the Restrictor here tonight. And he's also in the A-Class wing car that his dad drove last year, and through the beginning and middle part of last year. And here come your restrictors for this evening. They have only 3 of them. In the 6 is Clayton Apple, and the 51B from Greenfield, Indiana, it's Parker Bupp. And the 88M from Farmington, Missouri, that's Max Crabtree. So only 3 restrictors with us this evening. Quick hot lap session for the strong elevator service restrictor sprints. Next up is the Outlaw wing. In the 49 from Noblesville, Indiana, it's Jeremy Warren. The 12S from Homstock, Indiana, it's Aiden Schmidt. And the 9 from Danville, Illinois, it's Henry Pavlonis. And then from Mattoon, it's Kerry Offendor in the 75. Aiden Schmidt in that beautiful looking purple and black Bailey chassis 12S. See Aiden, he's also made the move to Lightning Sprints this year, running a little bit with the MMSA, Midwest Mini Sprint Association. But I know Aiden's picked up a couple wins with those little bit higher horsepower cars, MMSA. So it's great to have Aiden with us here this evening. Some smoke coming out of the 49 of Jeremy Warren. I believe that's just out of the exhaust, so I think everything might be okay. Haven't had a chance to talk to Aiden about this yet, but last time I talked to Ethan Rutherford, who made the move from Lightning Sprints to Micro Sprints this year, and I asked Ethan what really the biggest difference was and how he liked driving compared to the two. He said the Micro Sprints are just a lot more agile and a lot less top heavy, and he felt like he could really drive it more and things like that. If I'm not mistaken, I think that he said that there's not as much throttle control involved with the Micros, but it's a lot more agile, and you got to wheel it just as much. As soon as the Outlaw wing cars get off the track, we only have one junior sprint from Streeter, Illinois, in the 17. That's Colt Jones. So only one junior sprint. Then it'll be time for the PureMaX Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micro Series presented by EMI and their hot laps for this evening. Only 23 of them are signed in. Looks like night number 1 of Indiana Sprint Week has been postponed. They're at Gas City tonight, but it's been postponed to, I believe it's this Monday, July 26th. And that's live on Flow Racing, of course, but so USAC National Sprint Cars have been postponed from tonight's race to Monday, July 26th. And our lone junior sprint is exiting the track right now, and it's going to be time for the PureMaX Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micro Series presented by EMI Hot Laps. All right, it is time for PureMaX Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micro Series presented by EMI Hot Laps. First car on the track in the Kimstream Race Fields, number 37 from Clinton, Illinois. It's Aiden Perdue. Aiden picked up $1,000 last night at Wayne County Speedway. Division 1 Composites, Gilbert Paint and Body Hyper Kawasaki from Westfield, Illinois. It's JB Gilbert. Your 2020 non-wing track champion, the Lucky Strike Bowling MTS Trucking Hyper Suzuki from Ashmore. It's Cameron the Kid Romack. In the 97 from Terre Haute, Indiana, it's Larry Drake. The Hex Excavating A&F Plumbing Hyper Yamaha from Mount Vernon, Illinois. It's Shane Heck in the 58. The off-road audio Hot Monkey Buzz Hyper Yamaha from Nason, Illinois. It's Kylie Griffiths in the Nicholas Racing 42 in. White flag is out for group number 1. Caution is out for the 58 of Shane Heck. He's at a turn number 2. He's going to roll down into the infield. Yellow and checkered are going to be thrown together, so that'll do it for group number 1 of Hot Laps. Looks like the 58 of Shane Heck is going to need a push. Hopefully he can rejoin us later for his heat race and make the A main tonight. Last night at Wayne County Speedway, Aiden Perdue picked up the $1,000 victory for night number 1 of the Illini Non-Wing Challenge. So tonight we're happy to be here at Coles County Speedway for another $1,000 to win. We'll go to the victor a little bit later. But we've got a lot of racing to go before we're going to see who takes the checkered flag. And here comes group number 2 onto the track right now. In the 32 from Kansas City, Missouri, the Bailey Chassis Westside Automation, Bailey Hinkle. That's Austin Schaefer. In the 7TX from Kokomo, Indiana, the Eric Orozco Racing Kirkman Edge Kawasaki. That's your current points leader, Cole Kirkman. The No More Problem Pool Service Bailey Kawasaki from New Harmony, Indiana. It's Mickey Bullock in the 8B. Last time the PureMaX Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micros visited Coles County Speedway, this driver, Trace Mailer, picked up the win. He's here tonight. We're happy to have Trace with us. In the France Racing Sawyer Yamaha from Lovington, that's Mike France in the 2F. And then from West Frankfort, Illinois, in the 26, that'll be Matthew Russell. Cole Kirkman is your current points leader for the PureMaX Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micro Series. He picked up 4 wins on the year, captured 2 of them at the Midwest Winter Nationals in DuQuoin, and then also captured 2 of them during the Hoosier Dirt Cup in Indiana. He won night number 1 of that at Circus City Speedway, and then won the final night at US 24 Speedway. So Cole Kirkman with 4 wins on the season at 7TX or Eric Orozco Racing. You're going to have to keep your eye on him. He's the first one leaving the track right now. Trace Mailer's got multiple victories here at Coles County this season in that black and orange 3M. He'll be one to watch as this night goes on. Then Austin Schaefer. Schaefer just made his Parai War debut in the 410 non-wing sprint car from McGarry Motorsports in that black and blue 32. So Schaefer with plenty of experience behind the wheel in micro sprints, as well as other disciplines of racing now. So you got to keep your eye on that 32 of Austin Schaefer, as we're going to move into group number 3 here in just a moment. So the 26 of Matthew Russell pulled off during that hot lap group, and he's going to have to get a push off the track. Hopefully he can rejoin us later for his heat race. Tomorrow night, we're at Southern Illinois Raceway, just east of Marion, Illinois, for $700 to win. It'll be our second trip to the High Banks this year. Last time we were there, Matt Veach picked up the victory. And then last year when we were there for 2 times, Joby Miller won the second race, and then Leroy Carley picked up the first race that we were there. So this is weekend number 2 of the M&M series that we have. We were supposed to have one a little bit earlier this year in June, but unfortunately you guys rained out, so we only had Marion, but we're excited to be back here tonight for M&M weekend number 2 and round 2 of the Illini Non-Wing Micro Challenge. Every driver that makes a HART feature this weekend will receive a 25% off retail certificate for full case quantities of any PureMaX product with free shipping. So PureMaX Racing Oil stepping up for every driver that makes a HART feature during the Illini Non-Wing Micro Challenge will receive a 25% off retail certificate. So thank you to Brad Turner at PureMaX Racing Oil for stepping up and doing that. But here we go for group number 3, our third and final group of hot laps. In the 99E and the Express Motorsports 99E, the Jigsaw Junction Concept Suzuki from Marion, Indiana. That's Easton Ashbrook. In the 19M, that'll be Denver Musgrave. And then your reigning 2020 PureMaX Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micro Series champion from Bethalto, Illinois. The Bacchus Construction Alpha 1 Vinyl Works Hyper Suzuki. That's Mr. Jake Cheatham in the 71. Also in the Eric Orozco Kirkman Edge Kawasaki from Jensen Beach, Florida. Making the trip up here from Jensen Beach, Florida. That's Zach Gorski in the 07. The Steve Thomas Racing PNP Suzuki from Allerton, Illinois. The 17, that'll be Molly Day. So that'll do it for group number 3 of PureMaX Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micro Series presented by EMI Heat Races. I'm going to turn it back up to the booth, and I think Heat Races will be started here shortly. So it sounds like we might have just a little bitty bit of track prep. Track looks really good to me. I doubt if they do a whole lot. I really don't think they should personally, but you know, we're here at Coles County Speedway. It's going to be a great night. A-Class wing cars will be the first group up for hot laps. It looks like we're going to have are we going to have 4 groups? Well, I was told we're going to have 3 groups, but it looks like we're going to have 4 in the next level medal. Bailey chassis number 96 from Grayville, Illinois. It's Alex Bergener. The France Motorsports Sawyer Suzuki from Decatur, Illinois, that's Derek Bradshaw. And then part of the Kirkman clan from Kokomo, Indiana, the 2TK, that'll be Mr. Todd Kirkman. And also in the France Motorsports, Hyper Suzuki. From Lovington, Illinois, that's Ryan France in the 7. And I believe that'll do it for the PureMaX Racing Oil HART non-wing micros and all their hot lap sessions here at Coles County Speedway. So now I'm going to turn it back up to the booth again, and we're going to get underway with A-Class wing hot laps, or heat races, excuse me. Hello everyone, we are back here at Coles County Speedway for the A-Class heat race is we have two heat races. It's Chevy Boyer on the front row along with Kent Brewer, and we are green already. Not even a one to go signal. We're just going to line up and get him go. There he goes. Chevy Boyer, he bikes it through turn number 1 and turn number 2. He was on to the lead down the back straightaway, but it's Cole Kirkman now to the inside of Kenton Brewer, and Kirkman takes the second position. Chevy Boyer, he's pulling away right now from Cole Kirkman. We'll see if Kirkman has anything for him. The Kenton Brewer, he may have a little something as well for Kirkman. Running order is Chevy Boyer, Cole Kirkman, Kenton Brewer, Aaron Heck, Jackson Wiggs, and Nathan Rector. That is your current running order of the 6 cars that are on the track now. There goes Kenton Brewer to the inside of Cole Kirkman down in turn number 1 and 2, but Kirkman will take the spot down the back straightaway. White flag is out for Chevy Brewer. Great battle for a second between Kirkman and Brewer. Who's going to get down the back straightaway right now? It's Kirkman. But then turns number 3 and out of 4. Kirkman's going to hold on spot, and Kenton Brewer brings her home third. So that'll do it for the first A-Class feature heat of the evening. Chevy Boyer takes the win, then it followed by Cole Kirkman, Kenton Brewer, Aaron Heck, Jackson Wiggs, and Nathan Rector. It's going to get the lineup for A-Class heat number 2, starting on the pole in the 16W. That's Hunter Walker, and to his outside in the 17S, it's Brody Strong. Row number 2, this is the 10 of Braden Warren, and the 88 of Billy Lieb. And then row number 3, that belongs to the 59 of Damon Heck, and the 41K of Lane Carter. So that is your lineup for A-Class heat number 2. Brody Strong, this is one of the only places where he really runs. I saw him at Wayne County Speedway a couple times last year. You know, he ran a Tulsa Shootout, but Brody Strong, first year in A-Class. Keep your eye on that yellow and black. There goes a bunch of cars biking. Billy Lieb involved, along with Lane Carter. Big pile up in turn number 1A and 2, and caution is out for the first time this evening. So turns 1 and 2 has already started to kind of form a red already. I know in the heat before that some cars had already really been bouncing through there pretty good. And looks like it's caught its first victim, Billy Lieb. Lane Carter also got collected in that 41K. Looks like Lieb, he's been pulled down to the infield. See the front wing is broke, nose wing is broke. Not sure about Carter, because he has the left front broke. So we go through turn number 1 and we lose 2 cars here in the early going of heat number 2.
Looks like they're going to do a race restart here.
So we're going to line it back up and try it again. It's Hunter Walker and Brody Strong on the front row, followed by Braden Warren and Aaron Heck. And we are back green. Hunter Walker shot out of the cannon. He's got the early lead, followed by Brody Strong in the good race for third. But now it's kind of died off as the 10 had a little bit of trouble getting through turns 1 and 2 as Aaron Heck kind of pulls away. So now the 4 cars are all strung out pretty evenly amongst themselves. Here's Aaron Heck to the inside of Brody Strong, trying to take a beat down low. Looks like he's going to get it in turn number 1. Can't count White get it out of turn number 2. Good race down the back straightaway as Hunter Walker takes the white flag. Now it's Strong and Heck almost side by side at the start-finish line. We're going to see how it goes down the back straightaway. Now to turn number 4. Out of 4 for the final time. Hunter Walker takes the win in heat number 2. But at the line for second, give it to Brody Strong, followed by Aaron Heck. And then Brendan Warren finishes third. So that'll do it for the A class. Sorry, that is not Aaron Heck. Aaron Heck was in the last race. That is Damon Heck in the 59. Next up are the Strong Elevator Restrictors, starting on the pole in the 1 and only heat. In the 51B, it's Parker Bump to his outside. In the 88M, it's Max Crabtree. And starting the inside of row number 2 in the Rotten Apple Racing 6, that's Clayton Apple. So that is your lineup for the 1 and only Strong Elevator Service Restricted Micros. if you're sitting at home right now, hop on Twitter. Get on there and let's see where you're sitting tonight. Whether you're probably sitting home if you're on the live stream, but hop on there and tag us at HART Micros and give us a follow, and we'll make sure to give you a shout out. So hop on Twitter and do at HART Micros. Tag us in the post. Let us know where you're watching from, and we'll give you a shout out. Make sure to give us a follow as well. And actually, we're on Instagram now, and so give us a follow at the HART Micros on Instagram. You can also like us on Facebook at Heartland Auto Racing Tour dash HART. So you can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for the latest updates and news about the HART Non-Wing Micro Series. And we're back here at Coles County Speedway for the restrictor heat, the one and only. We only got 3 of them. On the pole is Parker Bupp. See, Coles County is newly reconfigured, I guess you could say. They reconfigured it during the winter and fall and early spring. Last time we were here, they didn't have a wall in the back straightaway. It was just about a good foot and a half of dirt. Now it's kind of like a curb, and drivers hit it. They knew it. But now they added that wall and flattened it out because it used to be D-shaped, but they added the wall, so that really flattens it out. And it makes them drive different instead of, because I talked to Cameron Romack earlier, who his home track is Coles County, and he ran here all last year, and he's ran here all this year as well. I said, how did you have to drive different? And he said instead of just kind of like letting it flow off of turn number 2 and just kind of somewhat letting the car do what it wants, not having to drive a whole lot, now he has to cut it down more off the corner and really drive it down the straightaway, and just makes him drive a little bit more. And see, Cameron, he's only about 13 or 14 years old, so that's a really good thing for Cameron to teach him different skills and how to drive different tracks. Not sure what's going on with the 51B of Parker Bupp. One of the officials looking at his car over there in turn number 2. Kenny's got a perfect shot on it. That dang fence is in his way, but otherwise that would be crystal clear. threw the red flag for just a second. Not 100% sure what was going on with the 51B, but Chris Murphy, one of the guys who helps out and runs Coles County, went out there, yanked on something on the right rear, and he gave the thumbs up. So whatever it was, we're good to go now. All right, we're going to go green this time by. Whenever issue Bub had, it didn't affect his speed any. He's out there really quick to a pretty good lead, followed by the 88 and the 6 of Clayton Apple. And that'll do it for the Strong Elevator Service Restrictor Micro Heat. Parker Bupp takes the win, followed by Max Crabtree and Clayton Apple in the 6. So we'll have them exit the track, and next up is Outlaw Wing. So all the cars have to go to the scales. Pushing the 6 of Clayton Apple off of the Speedway. So it's going to get the lineup for Outlaw Wing. The one and only heat starting on the pole in the 49. That's Jeremy Warren to his outside in the 9. That's Henry Pavlonis. Row number 2. It's the 75 of Kerry Offendor. And the 12S of Aiden Schmidt. Looks like the 75 of carry off door will not make the call. So it's Jeremy Warren, Henry Pavlonis on the front row with Aiden Schmidt. He's going to be able to pick a lane wherever he wants to go. If there's a hole, he's going to shoot it. He's going to shoot it right down to the bottom as Pavlonis slides up the track. Schmidt into second. And that'll do it for the one and only Outlaw wing heat. Jeremy Warren takes the win. Second, Aiden Schmidt. And third is Henry Pavlonis.
Warren will win the Outlaw wing heat race. In second was Aiden Schmidt from Potsdam, Indiana in the 12S. And in third was Henry Pavlonis from Danville, Illinois in the 9.
We have a beautiful moon over there to turn number 2. She hasn't quite cleared the trees from Kenya's angle yet, but I'd almost put money on it. By the time we're done with the HART non-wing heat races, she'll be just about as red and over them trees. So she's looking good, mighty fine and dandy. So here in a little bit, we'll get you even better shot of that good-looking moon. They always call about a blood moon sometime, the astrologists do. And that is a blood moon if I've ever seen one. That is a beautiful looking red and orange. If I'm not mistaken, we're going to have our one junior sprint come out next. And that is the 17 of Cole Jones out of Streator, Illinois. I hear a lot of HART non-wing micros idling in the back down in there in the pit area, but I think we're going to let our old buddy Cole Jones come out here and turn some laps before the big old boys get out here and let a rip tater chip on this 1/8 mile of Coles County Speedway. And here comes little Cole Jones. That Winona car wash 17. Let him turn some laps, pick up the heat race win. He's going to put her all back in the pits, and it's time for the HART Micros next. White flag is out for Cole Jones. Gets sailing out of turn number 4, and he's going to take the checkered flag and pick up the heat win. Alrighty, as soon as Cole Jones gets off the track, it's time for PureMaX Racing Oil, HART Non-Wing Micro Series, presented by EMI Heat Races. And it's going to be a fun time. Thank you, everyone, for being here at Coles County tonight and checking in on the YouTube broadcast on Hewlett Public Pro LLC, where all of our HART races are broadcasted live. Let's get the lineup for PureMaX Racing Oil Heat number 1. Starting on the pole in the 2F, that's Mike Franson to his outside in the 32 from Homstadt, Indiana. That's Austin Schaefer. And row number 2 is the 42N of Kylie Griffiths and the 7TX of Cole Kirkman. Row number 3 is the 19M of Denver Musgrave and the 99E of Easton Ashbrook. Row number 4 in the 4th and final row. From Oblong, Illinois, the 3M of Trace Mailer. And then from Grayville, the Bailey chassis number 96, it's Alex Bergener, the burglar. So the light is out. We're going to go green this time by, and here we go. Austin Schaefer shot out of a can on that outside lane. He's going to lead him down the back straightaway, followed by Kylie Griffiths. There goes Trace Mailer all the way from that 4th row. He's all the way into 4th already. Keep your eye on that next level medal 3M of Trace Mailer. And there goes Cole Kirkman to the inside of Kylie Griffiths out of the turn number 2. Cole Kirkman to that 2nd position. He's going to try and chase down Austin Schaefer now. Austin Schaefer having no trouble. He is way out there and really extending his lead now over Cole Kirkman. Kirkman hasn't been here in a long time, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see if Kirkman can't just figure things out and give Schaefer a run for his money. There goes Trace Mailer now by Kyler Griffiths, but now there goes Easton Ashbrook on the inside of him out of turn number 4. So Ashbrook into 2nd. And there goes, now we got a big flip in turn number 2, and that is Kylie Griffiths. Red flag is out. Red flag is out for a flipping 42N of Kylie Griffiths. Her and Alex Bergen were going down in turn number 1 and made just a little bit of contact and think she hit a rut, and she went end over end. So Carnes is on back on all 4 wheels. So they got a fire extinguisher out, maybe just a little bit of fire on the header or something like that. Not 100% sure. Either way, there's a lot of track officials and crew members over there checking it out. Maybe she'll come back and join us. I know she didn't hit the ground a whole lot, just a lot of flipping violently in the air. Hopefully Kylie's all right, and Well, Kylie Griffiths is out of the car. Kylie Griffiths is out of the car and looks to be all right. So we're going to get Griffith's car off the track, and we're going to be back at it. The Nicholas Racing 42 in. Pretty wild ride there for Kylie Griffiths. And they're getting her set on the gator right now, and hopefully she's not shook up too bad or there's too much damage. Happy to see Kylie Griffiths being able to get out of the car and walk around a little bit. She's alert and okay. So we're going to get the track cleared and maybe fix a little bit of a rut over there or a hole in turn number 1. See, they got a shovel, so we're going to get that patched up, and we'll be back green here in a jiffy. Kansas City, Missouri, Austin Schaefer shot out of a cannon on that initial start. And Cole Kirkman didn't seem to have a whole lot for him, but now that Kirkman's right behind him, we'll see what he has. The points series leader. Kirkman's got 4 wins on the year, picked up 2 at the Midwest Winter Nationals in Des Moines. And he got 2 during the Hoosier Dirt Cup, 1 on night number 1 at Circus City Speedway, and then on the final night at US 24. So you see Schaefer sitting down here in the entrance of turn number 1 in the middle, and then you got Cole Kirkman do his outside in that 7TX, and then on the inside, it's Easton Ashbrook. During that red flag and during the caution, I heard those two talking with each other, kind of yelling back and forth, so nice little friendly rivalry going on between those 3, and it'll be fun to watch once we get back green. But Trace Mailer made some big early moves right from the get-go. He started the inside of row number 4, back in 7th, and he was in 3rd, or even in 2nd at the time of that red flag. So Trace Mailer, I know he's got a couple of regular season wins here already. So keep your eye on that Black Sheep Speed Lap 3M of Trace Mailer. So back under yellow flag conditions for round 2 of the Illini non-wing challenge. Austin Schaefer is a PureMaX Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micro Series winner. He got his first career win last year on night number 1 of the Trump 45 at Wayne County Speedway. So Schaefer and Kirkman, who currently sit 1st and 2nd, know how to get it done with the HART Micros. But someone who knows how to get it done with the HART Micros here at Coles County currently sits 4th, and Trace Mailer. So like I said, Mailer making some big moves already in this heat race. See if he can't make a couple more to cap it off, and what he can do in the feature a little bit later. So let's get the field rundown. Currently in 1st, Austin Schaefer, followed by Cole Kirkman, Easton Ashbrook, Trace Mailer, Alex Bergener, Denver Musgrave, and the 2 of Mike France. So here we go. Light is out. We're going to go green right here out of turn number 4 on Mr. Austin Schaefer. So here we go. We are back green here at Coles County. Schaefer with a great run down the back straightaway. Kirkman doesn't have anything for him. Yeah, there goes East Nashville taking a peek to the inside of Kirkman. Can't quite make a stick. But right now it's Alex Bergener hot on the heels of Trace Mailer in fourth. There goes Bergener to the inside of Mailer, side by side down the start-finish line. Turn number 1 and 2, they go. Bergener gets a little bit tight, pushed up the racetrack, can't quite get what he wants down the back straightaway, but taking the white flag now is Austin Schaefer. Kirkman's going to make a good run out of turn number 3, but holding on to win PureMaX Racing Oil heat number 1. That's going to be Austin Schaefer. Taking home the win in PureMaX Racing Oil heat number 1 in the 32S from Kansas City, Missouri. That's Austin Schaefer. Second goes to Cole Kirkman. Third, Easton Ashburg. Fourth, Trace Mailer. Alex Bergener in fifth. Denver Musgrave sixth. And Mike France finishes in seventh. So that'll do it for PureMaX Racing Oil heat number 1. So now let's get the lineup for Kimstream Race Fuels heat number 2 on the pole. In the Kimstream Race Fuels 37, that's Aiden Purdue on to his outside. And the 2TK from Kokomo, Indiana, it's Todd Kirkman. Row number 2 is the 2 of Cody Swisher and the 26 of Matthew Russell. Row number 3 is your reigning champion, the 71 of Jake Cheatham. And the 7K of Kenton Brewer all the way from Lawson, Missouri. In the 4th and final row from Westfield, Illinois, Division 1 Composites, Gilbert Paint and Body, 24. It's J.B. Gilbert. And then to his outside in the 9, that is Derek Bradshaw. So that's your lineup for Kimstream Race Fuels heat number 2. Here we go. The line is out. We're going to go green right away here on Aiden Purdue in that 37. Purdue with a pretty good start, but Kirkman, no slouch on that start, hanging right with him down the back straightaway. Matthew Russell gets tight. Kent Brewer gets collected. Brewer loses a couple spots on that start. But right now, your top 2 pulling away from everybody else. It's Aiden Purdue and Todd Kirkman. Jake Cheatham trying to find a way from the 2 of Cody Swisher. Can't quite do it. Right behind Cheatham is J.B. Gilbert. Gilbert not too far away from here at Coles County. There goes a wheelie out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway was Todd Kirkman. But they're side by side in front of the start-finish line. Hayden Purdue takes it back into turn number 1. Is going to lead him down the back straightaway, but Kirkman is right there into his inside left rear. The top 2 are pulling away. Jake Cheatham and J.B. Gilbert can't seem to find a way around the France Motorsports number 2 of Cody Swisher. Swisher in third. Of Matthew Russell has pulled off of the track. 2 laps to go for Aiden Purdue. See if Todd Kirkman has anything for him, but right now, from 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, they're all right there together, but white flag out for Aiden Purdue. We'll see what happens with that 3rd place spot. There goes Cheatham to the inside, but winning. Kimstream Race Fuels number 2 in the Kimstream Race Fuels 37. That's Aiden Purdue. For 3rd, give it to Jake Cheatham. Ooh, they were side by side at the line. Not for sure who get that 4th spot. But wow, what a race there for that 3rd and 4th position. But winning Kimstream Race Fuels heat number 2 in the Kimstream Race Fuels 37 from Clinton, Illinois, it's Mr. Aiden Purdue. Finishing 2nd, the 2TK was Todd Kirkman. 3rd went to Jake Cheatham. And then 4th That one was up in the air. That was one heck of a finish side by side at the start-finish line between Cody Swisher and J.B. Gilbert. So that's it for Kimstream Race Fuels Heat number 2. Next up is EMI Heat number 3. Starting on the pole in the 7, that's Ryan France, and to his outside in the 58. From Mount Vernon, Illinois, it's Shane Heck. Row number 2, it's Cameron the Kid Romack, and the 4R. And on the outside in the 8B from New Harmony, Indiana, it's Mickey Bullock. In row number 3, it's the 97D of Larry Drake, and on the outside is the 17 of Molly Day. The inside of row number 4, last but certainly not least, in the 07TX, that's Zach Gorski and the Erica Roscoe Racing. So 10 laps is the distance. Cameron Romack, who starts on the inside of row number 2, he is the 2020 Outlaw non-wing champion here at Coles County. So keep your eye on that 4R of the kid, Cameron Romack. JB Gilbert and Vision One Composites have stepped up. They are giving a carbon fiber shock cover to a random finishing position each night. The Illini non-wing challenge is a $40 value and is in addition to their normal hard charger award. So thank you to JB Gilbert and Vision One Composites for the carbon fiber shock covering to that random finishing position each night. Brad McDaniel down there, the crew chief of Aiden Purdue. But Brad McDaniel, thank you. They are a brand new contingency sponsor coming on board for the Illini Non-Wing Challenge. The challenge champion will receive a 25% off gift certificate. Second place receives 20% off, and third place receives 15% off. Their certificates can be used on any service or set of house brand shocks. So thank you to Brad McDaniel and Bandit Shocks for their contingency award for the Illini Non-Wing Challenge. If you're sitting at home on the Hewlett Public Pro LLC broadcast on YouTube, make sure you do @HART Micros on Twitter. Tag us, give us a follow. Let us know where you're watching from, and we'll give you a shout-out. We love hearing from our fans and everybody watching at home. And while you're at it, switch on over to Instagram. Give us a follow on Instagram @HART Micros. And you might as well, if you've done 2 out of the 3, you might as well make it 3 out of the 3. You get on Facebook and do Heartland Auto Racing Tour -HART. Should pop up before you get all the way to the finish. And by golly, like our page on Facebook so you know all the latest news and updates about the PureMaX Racing Oil Heart Non-Wing Micro Series presented by EMI and the Heartland Auto Racing Tour.
As we are getting set up here, getting ready for the second heat race here for the EMI sponsored second heat race. I decided to look more at this moon now that it's coming up perfectly. It's a bit too bright there as it tries to refocus. But as you can see, it's a real bright, kind of reddish, kind of yellowish. Looked it up to see really why it'd be that type of color other than just reflection. Turns out that the wildfires going on in the western part of the country at this time are affecting how the sun beams off the moon, especially on the full moon like this. Yes. That mixed in with this what we'd call a buck moon in different cultures, especially in the Native American roaming tribe, because bucks happen in July. Also known as a thunder moon because of the storms that we had at the beginning of the month. Mixed in there, another Bucks won the championship, so of course it can't be green, but it'll be in different nice color here. Something nice to see as you're just walking around the track. So as we get ready, I can hear them starting to rev up engine, so it sounds like we're going to get ready to go here. And we'll be back to racing right after this.
Kenny Suter, man. I did not know all that. That was sick. Kenny the cameraman hopping on the mic for just a second. And Kenny, you just taught me a lot about the moon I did not know. So that was pretty awesome, dude. I'm not going to lie. I was pretty impressed. I didn't know the wildfires out there in Cali affected all of us here in, well, central Illinois. I'm from southern Illinois, but central Illinois. You're even from western Illinois, so we're all West Central. Okay, I got you. West Central. But man, that's crazy. I didn't know all that. That's pretty cool. But you know what? Here at Coles County Speedway, it's having a great night. It's cooled off a little bit. Me and Kenny are just chilling up here, and we're ready for EMI heat number 3. Here are the cars for EMI heat number 3 on the pole. In the 7, that's Ryan Franson to his outside. In the 58, that's Shane Heck. Row number 2 is the 4R of Cameron the Kid Romack. And on the outside, the 8B, it's Mickey Bullock. In row number 3, that belongs to the 97D of Larry Drake and the 17 of Molly Day. And then rounding out the field in the 07TX, that's Zach Gorski from Jensen Beach, Florida. We're happy to have Zach fly up here and join us for tonight, and maybe he can join us tomorrow. That'd be awesome. So light is out. We're going to go green right here on Ryan France and Mickey Bullock. Looks like Shane Heck is not able to make the call, so Bullock will move up a row, and Zach Gorski will slide up on the outside of row number 3. But here we go. We are green for EMI heat number 3 on Ryan France. Everyone fighting for the bottom, turn number 1 and 2. There goes Cameron Romack on the bottom of Mickey Bullock. For that second spot, he takes it out of turn number 4. Zach Gorski now, after starting 6th, he's up to 4th. Trying to get what he can, work his way up there on the inside of Mickey Bullock now, as he almost gets that run out of turn number 4 that he'd been looking for. Can't quite get it out of turn number 2 either, but right now it's Ryan France out front, followed by Cameron Romack, Mickey Bullock, Zach Gorski, Larry Drake, and Molly Day. I'm used to seeing Molly Day in a wing car. It's the first time I think I've ever seen her in a non-wing car, so really happy to have Molly join us this evening in the Engler machine in Tool 17. Not a lot of passing, but a lot of just really close racing. No one's really separated themselves from one another. And it's just super tight. Everyone's fighting for the bottom. Larry Drake to the inside of Zach Gorski down in turn number 1 and 2. Drake will take the spot, make his way into 4th. There goes Gorski fighting back out of turn number 4. He's going to retake the spot. And Ryan France still out front in that France Racing 7 as he sees the white flag right here. So out of turn number 4 for the final time in EMI heat number 3, it's going to be Ryan France taking the win. So picking up his first heat win of the year in EMI heat number 3, it's Ryan France. Second is Cameron Romack. Third, Mickey Bullock. Fourth, Zach Gorski. Fifth, Larry Drake. And sixth, Molly Day. So that'll do it for PureMaX Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micro Series presented by EMI Heat Races and all the heat races for this evening. I imagine we're going to have a short intermission, or at least an intermission, and we'll be back for A-Class Wing and their heat and their feature event.
they got me a good race car, Bailey chassis, all the guys behind the team, and hopefully we can get a win tonight.
So you won your heat, and you're the Kim Stream Race Field's high passing point man. You look pretty hooked up. How do you feel about the future?
Good. Just got to hit my marks. I know the car is fast. I know they're going to give me a good race car. Just got to make more laps here and hopefully improve with everyone.
Alrighty, so last weekend at Valley Speedway, you made your PowerEye War Sprint Car debut for McGarry Motorsports. So I know the 410 Sprint car is a little bit step up for the micro. How was that, and what did it feel like?
It's a lot of power. It's like driving a rocket on dirt. Yeah, it definitely helps me with this. I'm a lot more confident going in here. I just gotta get better with everything I do. So hopefully I can get everybody a win tonight. Bailey Chassis, Engler Machine and Tool, Westside Automation, Hinkle Performance, FA Shocks, Adam, Aiden, Chris at the shop, Laney and Kathy. They helped me out a lot getting here.
All right, thanks, Austin. So next we're gonna get down there to the HART tent, and maybe you can draw the pole or something like that.
All right. Sounds like Lucas is helping Dwayne get set up for the B main and features, as this one will start out. This is the A-class feature. All bunched up here as they're getting around the turn 2. And they're gonna call this one off and go for another restart. Looks like they started a bit too early. Looks like for a lineup we've got number 25 out there next to 16, 99 with 17, 758. Those will be your top 6 as we hit for this real restart. Bunched up way back in the end at turn 2 as they come around. '99 trying to slip in there on the bottom as he does get 3rd. But that blue really taking such a big lead already. It's number 25. '17's falling back way hard. Started out in 3rd, he's down there now in 7th as he hits the wall coming out of turn 2. Cars now starting to even out, spaced out here near the end of lap number 6. 25 still got one heck of a lead. Got almost a half straightaway lead here as it comes to the halfway point of this feature. Couple that I do recognize would be the 99 there is Kirkman. Now getting into lap traffic as the leader passes that one. Might come into play and kind of bunch up the first couple of 2 races. Second place racer got Squirrely coming out of that curve, loses a little bit of ground here. Perkins slides up. Getting ready now here, 2 to go. As the blue 25 pretty much dominated this entire race. White flag is out. Still got a whole turn lead on that 16, and it does not look like he will be able to catch him. As number 25 takes 1st, 16 second, 99 3rd, 7 4th, and 10th will round out your top 5 for this A-Main. And he's going to celebrate a little bit there. Do 2 quick donuts and then get over to the scales as he wins the feature here at Coles County. Once again, this is Kenny Suter over here filling in for Lucas. He's helping Dwayne get everything set up for the redraws and B mains. Those will get the top 6 for the feature for the HART Series, not Wings. There he is. Number 25B. Excuse me for not knowing the names, but we're trying to get everything set up for the HART Series. And Lucas is down there helping Dwayne get everything situated as they get lineups set up. There was your A main feature. As they're going to get a couple pictures here with the winner.
Alrighty, we're back here at Coles County Speedway. Kenny, he told me he did a fantastic job. Actually, he didn't feel very good about himself, but I know Kenny did a wonderful job on the mic here for that A-Class feature. Chevy Boyer got the win. So I talked to Chevy a little bit before the race, and he felt pretty good, and he looked pretty good out there. He picks up the win here at Coles County. Now it's for the time for the strong elevator restricted micros. Clayton Apple couldn't make the cost with Parker Bupp and Max Crabtree. That's the only two we got, but here we go. Parker Bupp way out in front right now for the strong elevator restricted micros. Bupp's got about a full straightaway advantage as he sees the cross flags. He is halfway home. Man, it's feature time here at Coles County Speedway. I'm amped up. After this one, we got 2 races to tell them the PureMaX Racing Oil HART non-wing micros. And by golly, I'm excited. I'm hyped up. White flag is out now for Parker Bupp in the 51B. Is he going to win it or wear it? And he's going to win it here at Coles County Speedway. Parker Bupp takes home the victory. So taking home the strong elevator restricted micro win here at Coles County in the 51B. That's Parker Bupp. Second is Max Crabtree. Crabtree's got a really good looking car. It's pink, black with a little bit of a splash of blue in there. That's a dandy looking car. That's the Phoebe Wolf owned machine. See, Phoebe Wolf is engaged to Cole Kirkman, who starts top 6. I know he starts in the top 6 a little bit later tonight. So keep your eye on Parker Bupp as he goes up through the ranks. We talked to Phoebe earlier. We were hoping to have her with the HART micros tonight, but instead she's with her development guy, with one of her development kids, Parker Bupp. Excited to see him get the win and hopefully a star in the making, and maybe here in a couple of years, once he gets through the A-Class ranks or gets a year or two in the A-Class, come up and join us for the HART micros. But here he goes out of the car. Parker Bupp taking the win.
Your strong elevator restrictor class feature winner. Parker would like to thank his sponsors, Phoebe Wolf Racing, his parents, and USA Insulation.
So Phoebe ran with us during the Hoosier Dirt Cup a little bit. She'll be part of the Kirkman clan here pretty soon. She already runs with them a little bit, but she takes old Cole's name. She is officially part of the Kirkman clan, so that'll be fun to see here and when they get married here in a little bit. But, man, I think next up we got the Outlaw wing cars. We'd like to give a big thank you to Runaway Chassis. So the final 6 cars that finished the race running and able to turn laps, they will each receive an extra $100 from the folks at Runaway Chassis. So thank you to everyone at Runaway for their contributions. Races? 3. So we got Outlaw Wing, then we'll have Junior, which there's only one of that, and then you got HART Micros.
So 2 races and a couple hot laps.
Oh, man, he's going to let her rip right there. He's going to hurry up, get back to the pit so he can go home and get a good night's rest. Hopefully we'll see him tomorrow night at Southern Illinois Raceway. Join us down there at the high banks of SIR. For all you 410 Wing Sprint Car fans, drivers, crew members, whatever else, Cap Henry takes home the All-Star Circuit of Champions win tonight at Lake of Ozark Speedway. So Cap Henry for the Lane Racing number 4 takes home the win. Cale Conley wins at Attica Raceway Park. Isaac Chappell gets it done at Lernerville tonight. Sheldon Hodenshield wins at Williams Grove with the World of Outlaws. Lots of racing going on. Well, I guess it is Friday night. My days are a little off. But here we go. We're green for the Outlaw Wing feature. Jeremy Warren on the inside. Well, that start wasn't any good, so we're going to call it back, and I'm going to actually give you the lineup for this 3-car Outlaw Wing feature. Starting on the pole in the 49, it's Jeremy Warren to his outside in the 12S. That's Aiden Schmidt. And then last but certainly not least, in the 9, that's Henry Pavlonis out of Danville, Illinois. I think we're charting again. We are green for the Outlaw Wing feature at Coles County. So we got a couple really, really good Outlaw Wing cars here that can compete with about anybody in the country. And that CS9 chassis, I believe it is, of Jeremy Warren. And that Bailey chassis, the Engler Machine Tool 12S of Aiden Schmidt. It's also got Westside Automation on the side. Schmidt from Hobstadt. Say Schmidt moved up to the Lightning Sprints this year, ran some with MMSA, and he's got at least a win, maybe 2. I'm sure sooner or later, here next year or 2, we'll see him up there racing 410 non-wings with the best of them at Tri-State. Cross flags are shown for Jeremy Warren. And Warren takes the white flag. 1 lap to go for Jeremy Warren. And that'll do it for the Outlaw Wing feature. Jeremy Warren takes the win in the 49. Second goes to Aiden Schmidt in the 12S. And then third is Henry Pavlonis in the 9. So that'll do it for the Outlaw Wing. We got to go through all the victory lane stuff for Warren. So here's Mr. Cole Jones, the lone junior sprint this evening. Mr. Cole's a cool little kid. He's a pretty cool cat. I will tell you. So far, he's swept the evening for the junior sprints. And we're going to see what he's got here in the feature. So laps are winding down here in the junior sprint feature. And by golly, it's time for the PureMaX Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micro Series presented by EMI.
Checker flag coming around.
And Cole Jones takes the win here at Coles County Speedway for the junior sprint feature. And my little buddy Cole is me one happy camper down there in Victory Lane. But he ain't camping it, he's parking it. Good track time for the youngster, and he's going to climb out of that car. But he's a happy kid. So that'll do it for the junior sprint feature. My buddy Cole is out of the car, drove one heck of a race, swept the night for the junior sprints. So here we go. So all of the other features are done for the evening, except for the PureMaX Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micro Series presented by EMI. So all the remaining cars are making their way to staging. I know they're all almost there. Let's get a little bit of a rundown of what has happened tonight. Austin Schaefer, he picked up the heat #1 win. Aiden Purdue also picked up the win, and so did Ryan France. So they all made it into the redraw. So did Cameron Romack, Easton Ashbrook, and Cole Kirkman. So those were your 6 drivers that made it to the redraw. So what we do with the HART Non-Wing Micros, if you win a heat race or you're top 2 or 3 in passing points, so like tonight we had 3 heat races, so those 3 heat winners automatically go into the redraw. And the top 3 in passing points, so the more cars you pass, the better you finish, the better off you're going to be. And then those top 3 made it into the redraw as well. So those 6 drivers then redraw for the top 6 positions in the starting lineup tonight. And starting on the pole, he got it done last night at Wayne County Speedway. In the Kim Stream race fields 37, it's Aiden Purdue. To his outside in the 32 is Austin Schaefer. Row number 2, it's from Ashmore, it's the 4R of Cameron the Kid Romack. On his outside, it's the 7 of Ryan France. In row 3, it's the 99E of Easton Ashbrook and the 70X of Cole Kirkman. Row 4, it's the reigning champion, the 71 of Jake Cheatham, and the 3M of Trace Mailer. In row number 5, it's the 07TX of Zach Gorski and the 2TK of Todd Kirkman. Row number 6, the 8B of Mickey Bullock, and it's the burglar, Alex Bergener. In row 7, the 24, the Western Burner-owned J.B. Gilbert, and the 2 of Cody Swisher. Row 8, the 970 of Larry Drake and Kenton Brewer, all the way from Lawson, Missouri. In row number 9, it's Molly Day and Denver Musgrave. And then Mike France and Derek Bradshaw round out your field. Kenton Brewer, who starts 16th, he has a way to go. But he is not every feature that he has made with the HART non-wing micros, he's never missed a top 10. So let's see what Kenton Brewer can do starting 16th. We'll see if he can make his way into the top 10. Aiden Purdue, when the big money is on the line, he doesn't miss out. The last 5 shows he has been to where it's been $1,000 to win or more, Aiden Purdue has taken home the victory. So Aiden Purdue in that 37. When the money's up for grabs, Aiden knows what to do. He knows how to win. So Brad McDaniel, the crew chief of that 37, I know he's got her hooked up and ready to go for this feature. But he's got some heavy hitters to his outside and behind him. That 32 of Austin Schaefer. And that Bailey Chassis England Machine and Tool from Kansas City, Missouri. Say Austin, he is one bad, fast driver. Whatever he's in, wherever he's at. He's starting the outside of Aiden Purdue tonight. The 2020 Outlaw non-wing track champion here at Coles County, Cameron Romack. He starts the inside of row number 2. So we'll see what the local, the young gun, the kid can do here tonight. To his outside, Ryan France starts on the outside of row number 2 in that France Motorsports 7. Then from there on back, it's still pretty loaded. In row number 3 in the 99E, it's Easton Ashbrook and Cole Kirkman in the 7TX, who's already won 4 times this year. Row number 4, that contains your reigning champion from last year, Jake Cheatham in that 71, the Bacchus Construction from Bethonto, Illinois. Then row 5 in the 3M from Oblong, that's Trace Mailer. Last time the HART non-wing micros visited Coles County, Trace Mailer got it done. He took home the win. So it's a pretty loaded field tonight. Even Alex Bergener in that 96, he's captured a win. But here we go. We're going to go 4 abreast. It's the best in the Heartland, the PureMaX Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micro Series, presented by EMI. And like I said, it is the best in the Heartland. The Heartland Auto Racing Tour. Out of turn 4 they come. Beautiful as ever, 4 abreast. The PureMaX Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micro Series, presented by EMI. And by golly, I'm hyped up and ready to go. It's feature time, baby, here at Coles County Speedway. Kenny Suter is on the camera tonight. He's getting all the awesome footage and freaking awesome video for you guys tonight. Kenny's done a terrific job. And my name is Lucas Halbert, and here we are, me and Kenny and Dwayne. We're all ready to go here at Coles County Speedway, right outside of Mattoon, Illinois. So we've kind of given the field a rundown. Alex Bergener, who starts on the outside of row number 6, and that Bailey Chassis number 96. He just moved to Grayville, one of my buddies. So Alex, he's actually got his first career win ever, just in general, here at Coles County Speedway. So keep your eye on that next level medal 96. And his inside is Mickey Bullock. Here we go. Light is out. We're going to go green this time by out of turn number 4 on Aiden Purdue and Austin Schaefer. So here we go. Man, this is going to be a dandy. And we are green here at Coles County Speedway. Aiden Purdue with a terrific start out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. But guess who's there? Austin Schaefer. He's fouled in right behind him. But Ryan France holding his own in third. All covered up there by Cameron Romack in that 4R. Right behind him is Easton Ashbrook. Jake Cheatham has sorted out already. There goes Trace Mailer to the inside of Cole Kirkman down the back straightaway for about that 6th or 7th position. Right now it's still Aiden Purdue out front, slowly but surely pulling away. from that 32 of Austin Schaefer. Ryan France right there in third. There goes Jake Cheatham, really the first car up on that high side. He loses multiple positions. That goes around. So Cheatham, who's running about 5th, all the way back to 10th or 8th, maybe even 9th right now. Cheatham loses multiple positions, trying something new. So right now it is Aiden Purdue pulling away from Austin Schaefer, and Schaefer is even pulled away from Ryan France in third. Now Schaefer's going to move to the top, see if he can't build up some momentum, and actually it looks like it might be working over there out of turn number 4, so that might be a new development. We'll pay attention to that. But Trace Mailer still on the move, kinda, maybe stalling out a little bit, but still battling with Colt Kirkman for that 6th position. Now Kirkman fighting back on the outside, down the back straightaway, into turn number 3. Now they're out of 4. Schaefer hasn't gained a whole lot over there on Purdue, but he's definitely gained something. He's making his way up there as they go right there. Oh, caution is out. Caution is out. Caution is out for the 07TX of Zach Gorski. Yeah, that's Zach Gorski over there, and it stopped in turn number 1. So Aiden Purdue's definitely got this place figured out early on, but Austin Schaefer changed up his line in turns 3 and 4, trying to go a little bit up higher, getting a better run down the front straightaway and into turns 1 and 2. And it seems to be working a little bit. He never lost ground out of it, but slowly but surely started to chip away at that lead of Aiden Purdue. So we're going to see how that plays out here as we get back under green flag action. But Ryan France, that France Motorsports 7, holding his own and running that bottom to perfection, holding off Cameron Romack and Easton Ashbrook in those 4th and 5th positions. But good battle for 6th so far all night long between Cole Kirkman and Trace Mailer. Mailer currently in 7th, and behind him it's Jake Cheatham, Todd Kirkman, and Larry Drake. That is your top 10. Then it's J.B. Gilbert, Alex Bergener, Kent Brewer. He's gained 3 positions. Like I said, he's never missed the top 10 anytime he's made the feature with the PureMaX Racing Oil HART non-wing micros. So Brewer already picked up 3 positions. He picks up 3 more. He keeps that streak alive of never missing a feature, or missing a top 10 when he's made the feature. Tomorrow night, we're at Southern Illinois Raceway, the high banks of SIR, right to the east of Marion, Illinois. And by golly, that is going to be one heck of a night tomorrow night. The high banks never disappoint. SIR always puts on a terrific show. And man, it's 1 week till the Terry Sprague Memorial, and I'm expecting a lot of good guys to come out tomorrow night in final preparations for that event. And so, man, it's going to be a good one. But we're still getting the lineup sorted out. I know we almost got it figured out. Sometimes these things take time, and we want to make sure it's 100% perfect and pristine, so we got everything right. But we're going to see the 1 to go signal this time by. That means, not this time by, but the time after, we're going to go green. So green is good, and that means go. That's all I like to see. So 1 to go signal has been given to your leaders, and light is going to go out. But Ryan France, man, he's holding his own in that 3rd position. Just sitting there hugging the bottom, but you know, whatever's working is working. So we'll see if Easton Ashbrook and Cameron Romack can finally make their way around that 7 of Ryan France. But this battle is going to be really, really good. It's going to be fine and dandy up front as we are back racing here at Coles County Speedway. To Purdue, we're still a really good start down the back straightaway, but I said Schaefer changed up his line in 3 and 4, so let's see how that takes effect now. But still, Ryan France holding his own. There goes Cole Kirkman down to the bottom, and on the inside of Cameron Romack for that 5th position. And Ryan France, who is running third, pulls off. Man, change of events for Ryan France. That changes things. That may open up a couple lanes of racing. We'll see if Easton Ashbrook cannot give Austin Schaefer a run for his money. And Cole Kirkman, he's a hungry son of a gun running in that 4th spot. And Aiden Purdue is a man on a mission. Them Kimstream race fuels are causing that 600cc to fire on all cylinders. I don't think it's cylinders, but it's firing on every way it should be. So Aiden Purdue, first class so far here at Coles County. Followed by Austin Schaefer. Great battle. Oh, there goes Cole Kirkman. He makes contact with Easton Ashbrook in turn number 2. And Ashbrook comes to a stop in turn, like I said, in turn number 2. He didn't go anywhere. So contact made right there between Cole Kirkman and Easton Ashbrook. Just kind of right rear to a left front. And Ashbrook had to skate up the track a little bit. He came to a stop in turn number 2. So we'll see if Ashbrook has to go to the back or if he gets a spot back. Not for sure yet. So Kirkman, a man on a mission. Actually got both Kirkman cars. They're both Kirkman drivers. Actually, the 78X is Eric Orozco's. He was running 3rd, but yeah, the Kirkman clan having a pretty good night. Phoebe, who's joining the Kirkman clan here in just a few months. Her car got it done in the restrictor class with Parker Brupp. But now you got Todd Kirkman and Cole Kirkman running 3rd and 4th right now. Ashbrook letting Kirkman know, hey, I didn't like that, so he's going to have to tag the tail. Tough break for Easton Ashbrook from Marion, Indiana, in that Jigsaw Junction Express Motorsports 99E. So I think we've pretty well got the lineup set, so let's do another field rundown. Currently first, Aiden Purdue. Then it's Austin Schaefer, Cole Kirkman, Todd Kirkman, Cameron Romack, that's your top 5. Trace Mailer, Larry Drake, Jake Cheatham, J.B. Gilbert, and then Alex Bergener, that's your top 10. Now Kenton Brewer up to that 11th spot. He's doing everything he can to keep that streak alive. We'll see if he can do it. Say fun fact about Kenton, not only is he the only G-Force chassis here tonight, he's also got a YouTube channel, Kenton Brewer Racing. So if you enjoy YouTube, well, I mean, you're on YouTube right now if you're watching at home. So when you get done watching our feed tonight, check out Kenton Brewer Racing. Kenton's got some really good videos I highly encourage to watch. But guess what? Light is out. We're back racing here at Coles County Speedway. Aiden Purdue. Another really good restart down in turns 1 and 2. But Schaefer right there. He slides up the track. There goes Cole Kirkman down to the inside. He's looking for that 2nd position in turn number 3. But caution is out. Jake Cheatham and Larry Drake in turn 2. Oh boy, things got a little interesting on that restart, folks. Aiden Purdue stayed clean through 1 and 2, but Schaefer slid up the racetrack a little bit, allowing Cole Kirkman to take a peek to the inside going into turn number 3, but couldn't make it stick, and it wasn't going to be able to get the pass no matter what because caution came out in turn number 2 for Larry Drake and Jake Cheatham. Tough break for Drake and Cheatham. Cheatham, the 2020 PureMaX Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micro Series presented by EMI champion, and actually tied for the championship in 2019 as well, but lost the tiebreaker to Tyler Rust because Tyler Rust had more victories. Everyone who makes a feature tonight will receive a gift certificate from PureMaX Racing Oil. Brad Turner at PureMaX stepped up in a big way because not only is he the title sponsor, but he stepped up to be a big contingency sponsor for this Illini Non-Wing Micro Challenge. Say PureMaX Racing Oil, they got the best stuff in the business. Let me tell you, folks, it doesn't matter if it's a 410 sprint car, super late model. I mean, Bobby Pierce uses their stuff. Joby Miller uses PureMaX. Everybody uses PureMaX. And let me tell you, it's the best in the business. So check out Brad Turner over there at PureMaX Racing Oil for the goods. But yeah, everyone who made the feature tonight will receive a gift certificate. So we also got Bandit Shocks, 300 Customs, PMX Hose and Fittings. They've also supplied a lot of awesome gift certificates and supplies for all these guys here in Kimstream Racefields as well that run the Illini Non-Wing Micro Challenge. But oh boy, here we go. Can Aiden Purdue hold off Schaefer? We're going to find out, but Schaefer's got to watch out for Kirkman on this restart. Schaefer slides high once again. Kirkman trying to peek to the inside, can't quite do it. Now Schaefer goes to the bottom. Zach Gorski pulls off to the infield. He's running a little bit deeper in the pack. So 0-7, Gorski pulls off. A battle is up front. Purdue starting to pull away. It's Schaefer, Cole Kirkman, then Todd Kirkman, Cameron Romack sitting in that 5th position. Trace Mailer to the inside of J.B. Gilbert for 6th. Really good battle for that 6th position. Last time we were here in Coles County, Mailer got the win. But Purdue kind of pulling away. Then it's Schaefer, then the Kirkman duo right there trying to do what they can, move up. But caution is out, caution is out. That's for Easton Ashbrook once again. Not for sure what happened with Ashbrook. Just saw him rolling through turns 3 and came to a stop. J.B. Gilbert. He's making some moves. Like Jacker out here. Gilbert started all the way. He's going to win his own award tonight, folks. J.B. Gilbert, who's in that 24. He owns Vision 1 Composites, and that is the HART Charger Award for the HART Non-Wing Micros. And you know, Gilbert started in 13th. He's all the way up to 6th. So J.B. Gilbert might be getting a gift certificate to his own business here tonight. We're going to find out here in just a little bit. But J.B. Gilbert moving up through the pack with pretty good ease. Alex Bergener also picked up 4 positions. He is in 8th, and Kent Brewer in 9th, Mickey Bullock 10th. Man, got some really good racing here tonight here at Coles County. So they're going to get the 1-to-go signal. Lights are going to be shut off. Aiden Purdue earned his 5th career HART Non-Wing Micro Series victory last night. Right now he's looking for his 6th. Austin Schaefer's got 1. Cole Kirkman's got 5 of them. He's looking for his 6th as well. Todd Kirkman doesn't have one. We got 3 winners up front right now. We'll see. I'm sure someone's going to add to the total tonight, and here we go. Racing once again here at Coles. Schaefer now goes. The bottom doesn't wash up the track. Stays with Purdue a little bit better that time. We'll see what he has out of turn number 4. Not much different, but Purdue, Schaefer, and Cole Kirkman pretty evenly spaced out. Now J.B. Gilbert all over the back end of Cameron Romack for that 5th spot. Brad McDaniel. He's got that 37 hooked up for Aiden Purdue. And there goes J.B. Gilbert on the outside of Cameron Romack. Out of turn number 4 in front of the start-finish line. Woo! Romack not shut the door on him right there on the front straightaway. But down the back straightaway. Still side by side. There goes Cole Kirkman to the inside of Austin Schaefer down the front straightaway. And here we go. There it goes. Oh, they did make contact in turn number 2. Schaefer holds on to the spot. They're going to race it back down into turn number 3. Oh my goodness. Great battle for 2nd. Kirkman still to the inside. Schaefer up high. Schaefer goes through the middle. Kirkman gets on the brakes on the inside. Down the back straightaway they go. Schaefer still holds on to the spot. Now here's the lap car. Kind of in the way. We'll see how that plays into effect. Where white flag is out for Clinton, Illinois native Aiden Purdue. Battle for 2nd still hot, but taking his 6th career victory here tonight, Aiden Purdue. Coming home 2nd is Austin Schaefer. 3rd is Cole Kirkman. 4th, Todd Kirkman. Then holding on to 5th. What a drive by the kid, Cameron Romack. Brings her home 5th for a top 5 over J.B. Gilbert. But man, what a race in that top 5 all night long. Aiden Purdue picked up another $1,000 tonight in the Illini Non-Wing Micro Challenge. I know he's a track champion at Southern Illinois Raceway, and that's where we're going tomorrow night. So Brad McDaniel, I bet he has that 37 hooked up once again for the 3rd night in a row. And Aiden Purdue is going to look up to pick up $700 tomorrow night at Southern Illinois Raceway. But tonight he picks up his 6th career PureMaX Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micro Series presented by EMI victory at Coles County Speedway. Second goes to the Kansas City, Missouri native, Austin Schaefer, in that Bailey Chassis 32. Then Cole Kirkman in third. Fourth went to Todd Kirkman in the fifth. Holding on to finish fifth and for a top five, hit off J.B. Gilbert. That's Cameron Romack, the kid. What a drive by the kid, Cameron Romack. But he was top of the class tonight, first class all night long. Climbing out of the car right now, out of Clinton, Illinois, it's Aiden Purdue. Aiden Purdue, your winner here tonight at Coles County Speedway. What a drive by Purdue. Like I said, wins another $1,000 tonight. He's got $2,000 on the weekend so far. And he'll make it $2,700 tonight if he can continue his reign of success at SIR. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight at home and for joining us here at Coles County Speedway. And, man, can't ask for a better night of racing here at Coles County. It never disappoints up here in Mattoon, Illinois. So thank you all for joining us here at Coles County. We can't wait to be back here next year. But that'll do it for this edition of the Hewlett Public Pro LLC broadcast and the PureMaX Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micro Series presented by EMI. And, man, tomorrow night at SIR, Southern Illinois Raceway at Marion, Illinois, it's going to be a dandy. So thank you all for tuning in and join us tomorrow night at Southern Illinois Raceway. Thank you.